I've lived in Lydbrook all over 80 years, and I probably walked over there when I was in my early teens the first time, and have been doing the same ever since until they stopped us now. I used to work at the cable works here. We used to come down here in our dinner times and stand on the bridge or walk over the bridge, and to actually lose the use of it, it's terrible, really.
Well, I lead a walking group in Lydbrook, and this is one of our regular routes. We walk all around Lydbrook, but this is definitely a favourite. Sometimes we're going over the bridge to walk the other side, but often we just get on it and like standing there, and everyone looks up the river and down the river, and then we go and we walk the other side, and then we come back and everyone stops on it again. So it's really important to our group, yeah. And it's been really sad for us that it's been closed.
Sid, how many years have you been campaigning for this bridge now?
Wow, man and boy maybe. No, seriously, about 2018 when it shut. We did have some success, and it was open for a year and a half, maybe 2 years, but now it's closed again, so deeply disappointing. I mean, it's been closed for over a year now. We were promised it would reopen by this April. This is why it's even more frustrating, because now it's not going to. So.
And how disappointing that the anniversary of the Wye Valley Walk was last year and it just wasn't open. That must have been frustrating for you as the local district councillor.
Well, we're all frustrated and disappointed. I mean, it is ironic, celebrate a long-distance footpath and one of the major links in it is closed. It is, I would say it's embarrassing for the authorities, one would have thought, but seem to have got away with it, I suppose.
What do you think are the difficulties at the moment? What do you think needs to be resolved to make sure it is opened? What are the kind of structural problems with it at the moment? Just to explain to my viewers who don't know the full story about it.
Well, I don't know the detail, but I do know that they've had divers out here in previous years to see whether the bridge is going to fall down. It's certainly not going to fall down. It's a Victorian structure. It's the footway that needs repair, and it needs a proper repair rather than the makeshift temporary repair that has now fallen into disrepair again. So I don't know in terms of costs, but with money so tight now, there's those other things to be spent on, but it does need to be up there on the, it needs to be budgeted for. This is a part of a long distance footpath. It's just unacceptable just to not do it. For years. So, the strength of feeling today is inspiring. A lot of people want this reopened, and it has to be reopened.
Piers, how do you feel about this bridge being shut for quite a long time?
Well, it's getting ridiculous now, to be honest. We were promised it'd be open by the end of March, and it's still not open, and there's no clear timeline on when it will be open, or budget come to that. So the reason that we're all here today is just to re-emphasise to the council that it is important to people. It's important to the Wye Valley Walk and to the locals, and it brings tourists here, and we should get this bridge as open as soon as possible.
What are the difficulties at the moment? Can you outline a few of them for people who don't know?
I think the main difficulties seem to be budget. I mean, as far as I understand, they did turn up to do a temporary fix, and they found it to be in a worse condition than they thought, considering there were lots of studies. That was a bit strange to hear, and they were unable to do it. So they've gone back to the drawing board. I don't really know why.
And I suppose, does it all come down to money?
I think ultimately everything comes down to money of the council. We are stretched on funds, absolutely. But my view is they're spending tens of millions of pounds around the county on infrastructure projects, new things, but they can't afford to keep one of their assets open. This is the wrong way round. We should be ensuring we can maintain the assets we've got before we build new things. Simple as that.